This is a short video on the infinite limit. An infinite limit is a special kind of limit in which, as x approaches a specific value, f of x grows without bound to either positive or negative infinity. And to express that mathematically, it's actually pretty simple. Since depending on which direction you approach c from, it either goes to positive or negative infinity, we have to use one-sided limits here. We can say that the limit as x approaches c from the right is negative infinity, and the limit as x approaches c from the left is positive infinity. And you should note that an infinite limit indicates a vertical asymptote at c. And in this case, since as you approach c from either side it goes to positive infinity, we can just say the whole limit as x approaches c of f of x is positive infinity. You should still remember that even though the left limit equals the right limit, this limit does not exist. And the reason for that is because the definition of what a limit is. Remember that a limit is a finite y value that's approached but never reached. So while, yes, we approach infinity and never reach infinity, it's not a finite value. And just conceptually, infinity could never be a limit of anything since the definition of infinity is unlimited. And for probably the simplest example on this channel, we're going to go ahead and find these two limits. So we can see that as we approach x equals 4 from the left, f of x grows without bound to infinity. So we say the limit here is positive infinity. And as we approach x equals 4 from the right, we see that f of x approaches y equals 7. So the limit from the right is 7. And lastly, we're asked if f of x is continuous at x equals 4. This should be a very obvious no. In fact, x equals 4 breaks every single rule we need for continuity. The point doesn't exist, the limit doesn't exist, and if they both don't exist, then they can't be equal to each other. And that's an infinite limit.